Freelancing is an amazing way to earn a living. Many people are excited about the thought of working for themselves, but they don't know how to go about it. So in this video, I'm going to outline 3 actionable steps you can take towards becoming a freelancer today. So hi there, delighted to have you with us as always. Here at First Year Freelancing, we help new freelancers get started. You're awesome at your skill, and we provide the rest you need to succeed from marketing, sales, and client relations. So let's get into it. So the first point is to prepare months in advance of going freelance. So it's not something you have to immediately take the leap and jump into going freelance. At some point you're going to have to make that decision, but what I mean is you can prepare for that in advance. So this can mean a multitude of things. One example could be saving money. So you might have that 6 months, 9, 12 months runway of living costs, so you don't put yourself under immediate pressure to have to win business, which is when you're desperate and you can take on bad fit projects, that you can then relax a little bit and say, okay, I know I have this runway, so I can establish my freelance business, work with good clients, and get to a position of strength in your freelance business where you can then grow and you've got a good foundation to build on. So prepare months in advance. Another way of preparing is also actually letting people know that you're going freelance and you're saying, I'm taking on projects. You will almost certainly know your first freelance client. I've talked about this in other videos, but it will come from your network almost certainly. So what you want to do is, as you're preparing to go freelance, you're going to want to put the word out to your network. Let's say you're a graphic designer, you're now going to message people and say, hey, I'm going freelance. If there's any opportunities that I can help you with, or any of your colleagues or clients or friends and whatever it might be, do let me know. Just let people know. That's the only way they're going to be aware. Without that, of course, why would they even ask you for the projects? And if you do that in advance of when you have a potential kind of time frame of when you're going to go freelance, what will happen is potentially you're going to get some projects set up ready to go. And that's a great position. So you start again without this pressure of having to win new work, because you go freelance with some live projects. You start to get some practice of managing client relations, invoicing clients, all the things that you probably haven't had to do as an employee. So make sure you prepare in advance. The second point, developing on that, is about exploring your network for ongoing projects. So let's go a bit deeper into how you go about that. So the first thing, as I mentioned, is just letting people know verbally, speaking to people you connect with, friends, family, colleagues, anybody you're around at events and stuff. Obviously, when the time makes sense, but just to let them know, and always want to provide it as value in their favor. So you're not trying to sell to them, you're just saying, if I can ever help, or if you ever have a challenge where you need someone to help with a project that you can provide the service for, let them know you're available for business. You're obviously going to want to leverage your social media network, so platforms like LinkedIn or Twitter, whatever it is. Post to your existing audience, no matter how small. It doesn't matter. People sometimes worry about the audience size. You only need one client to get the ball rolling, so let your networks know that you're available for projects, and from there you will get an opportunity, and that's when you need to seize it and go ahead from there. And the third and final thing is, going back to my earlier point, at some point you will have to take the leap. Just get started. So you can prepare, you can let your network know, hopefully you can get some runway financially with some savings, hopefully you can win a couple of projects to get going, but at some point you are going to have to take the leap, and that is when most people I see kick into action, because it's too easy when you still have a full-time job or you still have an income from somewhere else to really go all in on your freelance business. So if you're committed to doing this, at some point you're going to have to make that decision. You need to think, what's the worst that can happen? 9 times out of 10, if things were to fail, you could go back to your original job, or you can go and get another opportunity. It isn't the end of the world, and you'll be very pleased that you took the leap. But the chances are, if you listen to people like me and people assisting you in this space, you are going to succeed with your freelance business. So taking the leap will be the best thing that you ever do in going to work for yourself. So do make sure that you don't just use the preparation and using your network and getting some side projects as a reason to delay. At some point you're going to have to take that leap, and you'll be very pleased that you did. So prepare in advance, let your network know you're available for business, but do set a timeline where you say, right, that's it, I'm going to go all in, and from there hopefully you can build your freelance business. I'm going to link to my marketing playlist, which ties in with a couple of the points I made there. So when you take that leap, or when you're preparing to, you can start to market yourself and get some projects in, and that takes the pressure off, and from there you can build a great freelance business. Thanks for watching as always, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.